then I figured out who I found Paul right on YouTube and was like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna watch a bunch of this. Right? And so I watched, as I like say, like I watched about 100 hours, right, of Paul Vanderklay, and that gives you a really good lay of the land, right? Because he has all these, he has conversations, or he has, these what would you even call them? There's a certain word for it, probably. They're collages almost of
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
he's thinking about and other people in the corner, right? And he's pulling little pieces and clips, and that's very powerful, right? I don't know if I said this in a conversation I had before, but it's probably integral to the way that the TLC works, right? Is that there are people who are willing to riff off of and remix and reconsider and recontextualize components from other people within the corner to keep it glued together, right? That's actually super important because I didn't watch anyone else in the corner and learned about a ton of it, right? I knew about a lot of people within it and a lot of the ideas that were spreading around and what they mean and what they're about. And that was enough to basically make me say, after watching it for a little while, like, oh, I want to like hang out with these people. And I happened to learn that South Esther is going to be relatively near me, and I was like, okay, I'm going. Like, it did not take me but like a week or so of like experiencing the stuff here. And that was a super cool experience, right? Because everyone there is so open to conversation, right? It's part of just the way that the corner works. Probably like this one of what I have identified as like one of the core you know parts of the
Yeah.
spirit, right? Is that the willingness to converse in a generally really charitable way, right? Not always, but I think 95% of the time it seems like super charitable.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think what I've noticed, because there are a fair bit of disagreeable people, but we we've tend to, when it's done well, we we never disagree to the point of sacrificing the relationship. Um, and there's not that eagerness to win over the eagerness of the relationship. And so, yeah, I think that's the unique aspect. It's like the better you know someone, the harder you can disagree in some way, shape, or form. But even still, the moment that someone begins to think something is more paramount than the relationship of the people within the space,
mhm.
that is sort of, that's in my mind, that's sort of the dividing line between TLC and not TLC, because you played some specific thing as like, no, it's not okay that you think differently than I do on this specific thing, whatever it is. Yeah.
Right.